Who will be the next pope? It's a question that could reshape the future of the Catholic Church and impact over 1.4 billion baptized Roman Catholics around the globe. But the answer remains highly unpredictable. The next pope will be chosen behind closed doors in the historic Sistine Chapel, where the College of Cardinals will gather in conclave. They'll debate, deliberate, and vote again and again until one name emerges as the next leader of the Catholic Church. 80% of these cardinals were appointed by Pope Francis himself. This means that for many of them, it will be the first time they're voting for a new pope, and their choices will reflect a more global, more diverse church. For the first time ever, fewer than half of the voting cardinals are European. And while Pope Francis's appointments include both progressives and conservatives, the ideological balance makes the outcome even harder to predict. So, could the next pope come from Asia, from Africa, or perhaps from within the halls of the Vatican itself? Let's look at some of the frontrunners being talked about around the world. Pietro Parolin, Italian, age 70. Cardinal Parolin has served as the Vatican Secretary of State under Pope Francis. That means he's been the Pope's closest advisor, essentially functioning as a deputy pope. He's known for his quiet diplomacy and global perspective. Supporters praise his political savvy and experience. Critics, however, argue he sometimes compromises doctrine for diplomacy. Despite being backed by bookmakers, Parolin knows the risks of being a frontrunner. As an old Italian saying warns, "He who enters a conclave as pope leaves it as a cardinal." Though 213 of 266 popes have been Italian, there hasn't been one in over 40 years. And the Church's power center has steadily shifted away from Europe. Luis Antonio Gokim Tagle, Filipino, age 67. A popular name from Asia, Cardinal Tagle brings deep pastoral experience. He's worked closely with communities rather than staying within Vatican walls. The Catholic Church holds immense influence in the Philippines, where around 80% of the population is Catholic. Tagle could unify voices from a rapidly growing Asian church. Fridolin Ambongo Besungu, Congolese, age 65. From the Democratic Republic of Congo, Cardinal Ambongo is a powerful advocate for African Catholics. He's served as Archbishop of Kinshasa and has stood firmly against jihadist violence and persecution. He holds traditional views on marriage but promotes peaceful coexistence with other religions. In his own words, "Let Protestants be Protestants and Muslims be Muslims. We'll work together, but each must retain their identity." Peter Kodwo Apaya Turkson, Ghanaian, age 76. If chosen, Cardinal Turkson would be the first African pope in 1,500 years. He's a dynamic figure, once a funk guitarist, now an influential voice within the church. While conservative, Turkson has spoken against criminalizing homosexuality in his home country, Ghana. Despite past controversies, he remains a respected and experienced figure in church affairs. Each of these men brings a unique background, perspective, and vision for the future of the church, but only one will emerge from the conclave wearing white. So who will be the next pope? We'll just have to wait and see.